What's going on? It's your boy Chris Ortiz with Crave Cultura, and today I'm super hyped because I just got back from this very special event celebrating the launch of Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm trying to remember what happened. It's kind of been a blur. Even just driving back here, I was going crazy. But we got to see a brand new trailer that showed a little bit more of the fight sequence between Spider-Man and the Hulk, right? About 2 to 3 seconds extra of them fighting it out. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the part that's supposedly new is he grabs Spider-Man, the Hulk grabs Spider-Man and smashes him against the wall, and then he slides him down, and you can see all the brick and stuff breaking apart. It was a sick set piece. I'm not sure if that's the one, whatever it was, because when I saw the trailer, I've seen all the trailers, there was definitely little segments, little bits and pieces that are in fact new that I hadn't seen before, and it was great. Everyone went crazy. It was like a little mini Spider-Con. Everyone was going wild. We're talking the fans of the fans of the fans who love Spidey, all right? The first thing we did after seeing the trailer was the panel with the director and some of the other people that have worked with Marvel and throughout all of Marvel history. One of the guys there worked on the original Iron Man. So this dude is OG. Yeah, so they talked about when they went to New York, literally touching the bricks and getting a feel of what it feels like to be in New York City. The whole point of how they're trying to make this new Spider-Man Brand New Day a new one. I mean, think about it. How many Spider-Mans do we have? We got about 3, 6, we got what, 8? I'm not good with math. About 8 or 9, 8, right? 8 movies, 8 Spider-Man movies. I think. I'm not good at math. Anyways, so we got a bunch of movies, right? So how do you make Spider-Man feel new and fresh? And their whole point, you know, the director with his last movies has proven that he has that capability of being like in there, in the fight, in the trenches, and it's super cool. It's a new way to tell a story and to make us feel like we, the audience, is Spider-Man. They kept repeating like, how do we make a Spider-Man feel new? You know, obviously. So the key to this is the movement, the practical effects. As we all have been shouting from the rooftops, we're all super hyped that yes, of course it's going to have CGI. It's Spider-Man, right? But it's not going to be the same CGI that we're used to because they have so much more practical effects, real shooting. Everyone went crazy when they saw the movie film a couple months ago that everyone was posting it online. But obviously that's going to make the movie feel better, look better. And I'm glad. I hope that this sets a trend moving forward, that people, studios, movie makers, filmmakers are going to remember that practical effects look better, are better, and you're going to get a better return on your investment, since that's what they seem to care about, right? What else? The eye camera. They went into detail how, I don't know if it's the DP maybe? I don't know. The guy. That dude right there, he talked about how it was to find a camera that could feel like you're inside of Spider-Man's mask, right? It's not that easy just to find that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a camera guy, but he was super excited about that. What else? Oh yeah, they talked about the sounds of the webs. So not only the right, but like how it sounds when Spidey is holding on to that thing and it's strong as steel or stronger. I don't know. Yeah, super strong, right? But yeah, so the sound of it going like that, the director really touched upon that. He talks about how he got inspired from the sound because he's a surfer, and so when he puts his surfboard on top of the car and then he straps it down when he starts driving, he says that the straps just kind of have this vibration to them, and that's kind of where he came up with and was inspired by that sound, and therefore translated that sound into the webs. They did a lot of as we talked about, the practical effects, but they did some sort of testing, a lot of testing to make sure that they didn't kill our man's Tom Holland. They did a lot of testing to see just how it would look, how it would work for the new swinging mechanic that they want to highlight for this movie. We talked to Ryan Meinerding. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. He's super cool guy, super chill, super tranquilo, super calm guy. But we also have a lot of things to give to this guy because he is literally the head of visual development for Marvel. I think he's been here since Iron Man is what he said. So we have a lot to thank this dude. He helped develop Captain America's suit. He's working on Spider-Man's suit. And it was really interesting what he talked about. They talked about a lot. There was like a breakout session where it was like us, Ryan, and and just a small amount of us creators. And he talks about how in No Way Home the blue was a little too shiny, which I could agree. It's weird because I did when I watched it, I was like, that's a shiny ass blue. But to most people, who cares about that, right? But to us, we really care about it. And not only that, but he talks about how once they started working on this movie, they asked to tone down the blue. They toned down the blue, but now the red was too shiny. So then they turned up the shiny on the red, and then now the blue was too. It was just a back and forth thing until eventually they were able to figure it out. And yeah, they basically, not that they muted both colors, but they found a middle ground for both colors to work and everyone to be happy. So that's cool. Tom Holland had a big part in designing the suit. Now, as you can tell by the spider logo on the chest, the spider legs are a little bit longer on the bottom, and that's because Tom Holland specifically asked for this change, and he asked that, you know, he didn't specifically say, but I'm assuming because of the metamorphosis and the transformation that's happening with Spider-Man, then they it makes sense for him to have a little bit longer legs, you know, he's growing up, whatever. And I just think it's super cool that Tom has a say in the suit and how they design it and how it fits on him. Another thing that was interesting and memorable from that is that they mentioned the face mask. The mask itself, a lot of people now have noticed how it looks a little bit more, I don't want to call it uglier because it's not, and it's disrespectful to my boy Ryan. But it's different. It's different. It's more realistic, right? Because you have the ear shape, it's just more realistic, but it looks not as good. But it's no one's fault. I don't think you can make, this is a movie, right? It's just fiction. So it's like, of course, like if you were to actually put a mask, a Spider-Man mask on a human, it wouldn't work. It would not look great. It would look awful, right? And that's why it's fine. It's okay. Like it's realistic. I don't like it though. It just looks, I don't like how it looks. And it's not Ryan's fault. They made him do that. But because apparently Tom is in the suit so much this movie compared to the other ones, it's more Spidey time, which is, I'm happy for that. They had to make it more realistic, and they wanted to more like, he wanted to have more reaction ability to react within the mask, in the mask. So that's why they made those realistic changes. But yeah, that was a suit. They also talked about the production design. There was so much, dude. And then afterwards, there was a bunch of photo ops. There was pizza from Joe's Pizza, which I've been to Joe's Pizza in New York. And that's where they actually filmed a scene of one of the first two movies with our boy, Toby. It was delicious. It tasted almost the same as when I went to freaking Joe's Pizza in New York. It was so good. And of course, Tacos 1986, one of my favorite taco spot in LA. So I'm glad they were there too. Of course, I had a little margarita action. They called it the Peter Parkerita. I think that's freaking awesome. I had a couple of those, which is great. I talked to some creators. I network. I suck at networking. I just do. I'm gonna try and get better. I'm weird, but it's okay. The stunt double for Tom Holland was there. He was kicking some butt, and he showed us how one of the fight scenes. He did a choreographed fight scene, and it was cool. It was cool to see that. Oh, of course. And then at the end of the day, we got a cool little gift bag. That there's a bunch of other stuff here, but I already lost it. So this is the gift bag they gave us in here, right? Nice little Sony action. Let's see what else we got in there. All right, I got this poster from the movie that I have already wrinkled horribly. That's cool. And a subscription to The Lighthouse, which is a co-working place. And the most exciting part of all is this. This sick-ass mask that transforms me into Spidey. It is sick. So I'm really grateful for this. Thank you, Sony. Thank you, Marvel. Thank you, Spider-Man. Thank you, Hasbro. Thank you, everyone, for a really nice night. But anyways, I'm super, super hyped for Spider-Man to come out. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't gotten the invite. Hopefully they invite me. If not, I will have to use my hard-earned money to go watch it. And that is fine because it's Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't know. Are you excited to go watch it? Let me know. All right, in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe. I'm starting to make more content like this. It's your boy Chris Ortiz from Crave Cultura, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.